Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. Like guys, it's really been a while here. You can even notice that I'm not as energetic as I used to be before. I never meant to be away, but I was strong, coupled with the fact that I was engaged with a couple of other things. So I never had time to, put up videos up here. But trust me, I'm back now. And this time around, I trust God to help me. So if you're just joining us for the first time, you are welcome here. My name is Anna Achibong, popularly known as Miss Anne. And on today's episode, I'm going to be talking about some underrated responsibilities of parents, like the responsibilities parents don't, pay attention to, they overlook, they don't count it, they don't see it as a big deal, which it's supposed to be a big deal. First of all, as parents, we need to know that we are an example to our children. Like, we need to set ourselves up, be an example, rather. We need to be an example to our children. Like, lay the foundation, let them see. Don't just tell them things without you being the example of what you're saying. That is, you need to teach your children to have faith and in God. And you cannot teach your child to have faith in God when you're that kind of parent who worries over little things. You're always anxious, you fret over little things, your kids are watching you, they are seeing you. You cannot teach them to have faith in God, and you yourself, you don't. So please, Spirit, let us be a very good example. Let us teach our children faith. Let them know they need to have faith in God. Teach them to have enough kindness, humility, tolerance, and also for them to, have temperance, something like that. Because what we are teaching to these children, directly or indirectly, affects the society, and we don't know. This is what helps us raise, like we do say, the children of today are the leader of tomorrow. So if we're not intentional on what we are teaching our children, it will either affect the society tomorrow or will be a blessing to the society tomorrow. That is why we need to be intentional on what we teach our children and impute in our children. Please let us be a good example. If we are teaching them humility, let us also be humble. If we are teaching them forgiveness, let us also be forgiving. And please, in as much as you are laying a good example for your children, let your children also know that you yourself as an adult, you make mistake too. There was a certain time I was to teach forgiveness to my kids because I'm this kind of person, I don't like to teach what I am not doing. So this very day, I was to teach them forgiveness, and in the course of my teaching, I know that I have not forgiven somebody. I know I was actually a bad person. Like, I was actually wicked. I did wicked thing, something like that. And how can I teach what I myself I am not doing, or I am having issues with, that they still flop in my own side? So immediately I just chipped it in, and in my course of teaching, I told them, I said, I don't know why God brought this thing for us to study today. Maybe because God is talking to me as well, because I am actually harboring something in my mind, like I have not forgiven somebody. I showed wickedness to somebody today, and the person hurt me so bad. So I narrated the story. I told them, I said, before coming in the house, there was this person, she did this to me. I was very mad, and I said I will not do this. I will pay her back. I will show her pepe. I told them everything. Like, I said every bit of thing to them. So they were not really, so they knew that, so they got it, that what Miss Anne is teaching, it is not that she is too perfect or she is so holy, that she has once fallen and then she's rising. So that is to say, it's not fake, it's real. They are saying it. They know that yes, Miss Anne has done it before. So we don't want to make that same mistake. And Miss Anne is telling us because she doesn't want us to make that same mistake. I also tell them, you don't have to be wicked to people, because we call people, when we hear the word witch, what comes next to our mind? We think it's all those people that we see in cartoons or movies with long shabby nails, the flies that do all these things. But let me tell you, most of us are witches. And they say, hey, Miss Anne. I said, yes, who is a witch? A witch is somebody who wishes other people bad. They don't wish people good. So if you are actually wishing people bad, if you are envious about somebody, if you all those things, that means you are a what? So as a parent, we just do our things without setting examples. Please, let's be an example to our kids. Let's teach them faith, and let's be an example of that. Let's also teach them kindness, humility, and all of these things. So that is number one responsibility of a parent that is underrated. Now let's go to the second one. Another thing they need to know is they need to know that the little things they do, the things they do like as little things, the little sins they do is actually a big deal in the sight of God. You know, there's some things that children do and they just say it as it's not a big deal now. We're just telling lies, just pride. So what is there? You know, I'm just jealous of her. You know, all those things they do. Let them know that it is a big thing in the sight of God. They should not just see it as something cheap. Let them know that it is a big thing in the sight of God. It is not what somebody needs to just do and go away with. Let me tell you, if your kids don't have pride in them, if your kids don't have pride in them, they will not make other people feel bad as a result of what they have or as a result of what they know. You get all those things. So most times, there's something I used to do. I used to do a kind of check in myself. Let me tell you something. You know, earlier I just spoke on example, being an example to your child. Children mirror you a lot. So any habit you sense in your child's life, any habit you see, you sense in your child's life, trace it back. At least 5% of that habit was gotten from you. 5% of that habit in your child was gotten from you. That is why, as you see me personally, before I spank my kids over certain things they do, before I get mad at them over certain, I try to look at myself that I know that I am a mentor to these kids. I know like I'm a role model to this kid. So what is the thing I am not doing right? What is the thing that child is doing that the child got it from me? Before I spank, I'll look at, oh, is it this area where this child does this thing? This is exactly how I do it. So that means this child actually got it from me. So now the next thing I want to do is looking for ways to amend it. So as parents, let us be very sensitive in this aspect, okay? Okay, let's go to the next one. As a parent, you need to be a good listener. Like, listen with the goal of understanding, not agreeing. Most parents thinks that listening to their kids' opinion means their kids are controlling them or their kids are ruling them. Those parents are the one who want their own to stand. They don't want to listen to the kids. When they give an order, they want it done. When they give something, just do their own. Do it as I say. They don't want to listen to the child because they feel listening to the child means the child controlling you. Like, they'll be like, why will you control me or something like that. They don't know that as a parent, you ought to listen. Like, just listen. Listening to your child doesn't mean your child is controlling you. Just listen to them to hear what they have to say. Their opinion really counts. That's the truth. Listen to them to know why something was done. Listen to them before an action is taken. Listen to them before a decision is also taken. That is one key responsibility of a parent. Trust me, the society is going to become more better when the voices of kids or when the opinion of kids are being heard. Lastly, before I go, because I need to go now, I don't want a long video. The responsibility of a parent that is underrated, like parents don't do this, most parents don't do this, and I want you to do it, is always spend time with your child. Try to spend time with your child or your children. Like, have some healthy time with them. Don't just, I'm sure you don't want to raise a secretive child, because raising a secretive child is what is not a good thing to raise a secretive child. I don't want to raise a secretive child, and you out there don't want to raise a secretive child as well. I trust that. So please, let's learn to make our child our friend. Let our child see that, oh, mommy is my friend. I can always talk to her about anything. This even helps you self. When your child goes out, your child will be able to even call you and say, mommy, this is what happened. Your child will be free to tell you things, personal things, especially when you are raising a girl. Let's not even say it to a girl alone, to the boys too. When you are raising boys, they'll be able to come up, open up, and ask you things and tell you things. So if you want such relationship from your child, please learn to always spend time with your kids. If you don't spend time to your kids, that nanny you are putting there will spend more time with your kids, and your child will love your nanny so well. And even if your nanny is not now a good nanny, she can mislead your child. So please, in as much as we are going to fend for our children, for them to have a good standard of living, let's also remember that we need to spend time with our children, because we will not want the situation where our children have all the food to eat, have all the clothes to wear, but when it comes to their manners, when it comes to their life is so bad. When it comes to all other aspects, it is zero, because we did not have good relationship with them. So this is for the parent out there. If you are a parent, and you're guilty of all I just mentioned, kindly take heed, adhere to them, work on the ones you need to work on. Let us help raise better children that will also be of good to the society. We don't want to raise bully children. We don't want to raise children who are scared, who are anxious about things. We don't want to raise children who are not God-fearing. We don't want to raise children who doesn't love God, who doesn't love people. We don't want to raise children who are supposed witches and wizards. We don't want to raise children who doesn't have feelings for other people. So for us to make our society good, for us to make a society better, good, let us be intentional about these things, and let's look into the underrated responsibility of parents and work on them. Thank you very much for sticking around till the end. If you have any other point you feel should be part of these underrated responsibilities of parents, kindly include it in the comment section. You are so free to do that. Thank you very much once again, and I love you. Wait, have you subscribed to my YouTube channel? Kindly do so if you are not. Turn on your notification bell also to get notified whenever I drop video here. And if you're not following me on Instagram, why now? Just go on Instagram and search for Anna Achibong, HANNAH_ARCHIBONG. I love you.